real shout. We were only 7 together every night. But we are not 7 with you.
You can probably already tell there's something a tiny bit different about this episode, and that is you can only hear us and not see us. The reason for that is that this particular episode used to air on a different YouTube channel, and when we moved to this one, we saw that the video quality just wasn't that great, so we decided to just stick to audio, but next week we'll be back to video, so no worries. Today we have a very special episode. Billie will be joining me where we discuss our most underrated BTS songs. Billie will go in a second in detail as to how we limited our options, because we all know that just every BTS song is amazing, and to choose just a few from their amazing discography is extremely difficult. So we had to put some limitations on our choices. So we'll go into that in a second. This episode could kind of be classified as both 0 o'clock and it's 0 o'clock because we get to listen to amazing BTS songs, but because they're underrated and we think they deserve a tad bit more attention than they get. But this is the Everything Goes podcast, so we can talk about whatever we want. So there are no issues there. I hope you enjoy it and like it. And there will be a link to a Spotify playlist in the description. So if you want to go and listen to these songs in your free time and give them some love, that would be awesome. And let's get started.
So we're going to talk about our underrated songs now. And like I said at the beginning, that we wanted to create a type of way of thinking about the underrated songs, because it was just so hard to choose, honestly. Like, there were so many, and we were like, how do we pick which ones are like better or worse or things like that? So we ended up kind of coming up with a type of, I don't want to say schedule, but like a plan of action. So we had a few rules. First of all, that we wouldn't include any solos, because that just kind of expands it to double the amount of songs that we would talk about. We're just going to talk about combination songs, so OT7 or unit songs. And we weren't going to do any that were, actually no, because we ended up changing that, never mind. But so how we went about it was thinking of different categories and then picking one for each of those categories out of like a multiple number. So we're going to start with what we believe to be the most underrated song of BTS's discography. This one for me was, the answer came to me straight away. So we're going to listen to it now.
너와 나 함께라면 웃을 수 있으니까 날고 싶어도 내게 날개가 없지 넌 너에게 쏜이 내 날개가 돼 어둡고 외로운 것들은 잊어볼래 너와 함께 힘나게 아픔에서 돋아났지만 빛을 향한 날개 힘들고 아프더라도 날아갈 수 있던 나한테 넌 두렵지 않게 내 손을 잡아줄래요 너와 나 함께라면 웃을 수 있으니까 내 선택한 길이고 모두 다 내가 만들어낸 운명이라 해도 내가 지은 죄이고 이 모든 생에 내가 치러갈 죄값일 뿐이라 해도 넌 같이 걸어줘 나같이 날아줘 하늘 끝까지 손 닿을 수 있도록 이렇게 아파도 너와 나 함께라면 웃을 수 있으니까 Hey, I never walk alone 잡은 너의 손 너의 온기가 느껴져 Oh, hey, you never walk alone 나를 느껴봐 너도 혼자가 아니야 함께라면 웃을 수 있으니까. Hey, you never walk.
Oh God! Every time I listen to the song, I get teary-eyed. Every time. So, right, my reasoning for choosing this as my most underrated BTS song is because it took me like 6 months of knowing BTS before I learned of this song's existence. Because I hadn't listened to the You Never Walk Alone album, I'd listened to the Wings album, so I had no idea about it for so long. And then I found out about it, and I was like, why does nobody talk about this song? This song is amazing. And even now, like, I get emotional every time I listen to it. And the premise of this song is so beautiful, just the repeating lines of, because you and I, if we're together, we can smile. And it's just so comforting and so healing. And people, I feel like, never talk about this song, which blows my mind. But
I completely agree with you. Like it took me almost a year till I learned about this song. And it's just, I'm a football fan, so You Never Walk Alone for me, it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
And it's specifically also the traumatic incident that happened in the 80s, I think. And this song just hits you. Like, it's so emotional and yet sweet, and it's all the pain they've been through, and it's just, I love it. Like,
Yeah. It's so amazing. And I think this song, just their delivery of it, the words in it, the sound of it, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
It's the perfect song. Okay, Omar, let's hear
Yeah,
yours.
it's not too loud, it's not too, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear yours then.
Yeah, so my ultimate underrated BTS song was Am I Wrong?
Let's play it.
Falling in love with you. Tell me, am I wrong? While your other man was out there, cheating and lying, stepping all over you. The world's going crazy. I'm a bell watcher. You think it is okay? 난 좀 아닌 것 같아. 그가 있어도 듣지 않아. 눈이 있어도 보지 않아. 다 맘에 물고기가 서로의 이름 selfish, selfish. 우린 다 that crazy. 화나서 that crazy. 황새 BTS birthday. 전쟁이야 all day. 세상에 우리 미치게 해 그래 우린 다 crazy. 자 소리 질러 mayday, mayday. 온 세상이 다 미친 것 같아, 끝인 것 같아. Oh why, oh why, oh why,
Yeah, okay. So I think if there'd be like a museum or something, and they'll have something like that says what not to do, a directory that said what not to do as a pop singer, this song is the example of that. Because it's so unbelievably brave that they performed this song that directly quotes politicians at that time when they were so young. It was in 2016. They didn't have any of the songs yet, no cachet, no real power yet. And when so many artists refused to stand up and say what's their political views and opinions, to go and do a song like that and perform it on live TV, and they even have the Mayday reference with the like a callback to the Seoul ferry accident, and and it's unbelievable that this song and a song like Bapse, and it's so brave. I can't. Every time I listen to it, it strikes me how incredibly brave they are as artists.
I think I just wanted to point out as well one thing. When we were making our lists, we deleted the ones that each other had so that we wouldn't have copies. But this one would definitely have been on my list if it wasn't on yours, because the lyrics are so brave and so impactful that it just blows me away every time. Like, if you haven't read the lyrics to this, go and read the lyrics to this, because it's so necessary. It's so important. But
Yeah, we will definitely talk about lyrics way down the line for this song, but yeah, definitely.
Okay, so the next one that we have on our categories is, let me just check my list because I've forgotten the exact order. I'm pretty sure it's a song.
It's recent.
Yes, so the next one we chose from was a recent BTS song, which has been underrated. So my choice for this is Best of Me.
When you say that you love me, 난 하늘 위를 걷네. 영원히 말해줘 just one more time. When you say that you love me, 난 그 한마디면 돼. 변하지 않는다고 just one more time. 넌 내게 이 세계의 전부 같아. 더 세게 아프게 날 꽉 껴안아. We couldn't something and you can't make it nothing. 잊지 않아줬으면 해 너네. 하루 하루 여름 겨울 넌 몰라도 You got the best of me. You got the best of me. So please just don't leave me. You got the best of me. 날 끝이 본 적 없지만 그게 있다면 오지 않을까. 다정한 봐두고 싶었지만 네가 바다인 것만 몰랐을까. 어떻게 너의 언어로 말을 하고 또 너의 숨을 쉬는데 I'll be your 말 치고 있는 너. 난 너의 칼에 입 맞춰. 그러니 take my hand right now. 이런 내가 믿기지 않아. 속으로만 수천 번은 더 말했었던 그 말 그대는 날 떠나지 마. You got a best on me. You got a best on me. 꿈인지 현실인지는 딱히 중요하지 않지. 그저 네가 내 곁에 있다는 게 This. 하루 하루 여름 겨울 넌 몰라도.
Okay, so the reason I chose this for my most recent, like a recent BTS song that is underrated, is because honestly, like, I hear so many people shit on this song and it makes me mad. I don't know about you guys, but I have had so many people bash on this song because it's with the Chainsmokers, because it's quite Western sounding, because it's quite like EDM-ish and things like that. But I absolutely adore this song so much. I think that it sounds just like something you need to hear when you need to pick me up, when you want to have a dance. But it also has the most beautiful lyrics. And I mean, this is a song dedicated for ARMY that we'll talk about eventually. I mean, that's my interpretation of it anyway. I think it's been confirmed. Yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah. But it's just, and I love it as well because it comes in the album before Magic Shop, and in Magic Shop it's You Gave Me the Best of Me, and then in this it's You Got the Best of Me. So it's like a continuation there, but just the words in this song are so unbelievably beautiful. Just please don't leave me, please stay with me, because look what you did for me. It's amazing, and anyone who trashes on this song is not my friend. Okay.
I agree. I think just looking at that sentence, you got the best of me, it's just something so powerful. It's like it completely shifts the power from them to you. And this song is just so much fun, especially like you see it in a concert and stuff. It's just such a fun, hype song with moving lyrics. I love it. It's so much fun.
The lyrics is amazing.
Yeah.
It's something like it was raining, it was snowing, but when I met you, all of that stopped, and you just improved everything.
Yeah. You hear so many pop songs that just they do hype songs, but the words are basically meaningless. And this is not it.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. So what is your most recent underrated BTS song?
Yeah. So mine is Paradise.
Okay, let's play it.
Marathon 삶은 길어 천천히 해 42.195 그 끝에 꿈에 낙원이 가득해
진짜 세상은 약속과는 달라 우리 달려야 해 밟아야 해 신호탄 이 소면 너 목적지도 없어 아무 풍경도 없어 숨이 턱까지 넘칠 때 You need to 멈춰서도 괜찮아 아무 이유도 모르는 채 달릴 필요 없어 꿈이 없어도 괜찮아 잠시 행복을 느낄 내 순간들이 있다면 멈춰서도 괜찮아 이젠 목적도 모르는 채 달리지 않아 꿈이 없어도 괜찮아 네가 내뱉는 모든 호흡은 이미 나왔네
Yeah. So I think a lot of people really love that song, but I don't see like it's still something that I feel like not enough people talk about, especially I really think it really shows their growth as artists and how they changed the whole concept of what is a dream and chasing your dream. And is it even your dream that you're chasing? It all comes back to Jungi saying that the most important thing is just be happy. Like concentrate on the small things in life and be happy and don't be always in that chase. We have a saying here that you start as fast as you can and then you slowly accelerate. And I feel like the whole world works like that. And it's very important to stop and count those happy moments and concentrate on them. And I feel like this song is finding that paradise in these small moments.
Yeah. I mean, I love the lyrics of this song. I think they're amazing. But I also just love the musicality of this song. Like, it's such a vibe. It's so R&B and just like, it just flows. And like, I really like the beginning. But then when Jimin's verse comes in and it has that really like warm bass come in, it's amazing. Yeah. And honestly, this almost made my list. But it almost made my list because I feel like this song is underrated by BTS and they need to perform it. I'll be really upset with them if they never do.
Yeah, it's not by ARMY, it's by BTS.
Yeah, it's not underrated by ARMY, it's underrated by others and by BTS.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like ARMY talks about it, but no one else does, and people should. It's just like you said, also the production. Like Mnet really did a great job with it, and yeah.
So
the song is fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. The next category that we had to choose was an older BTS song. So my choice for an older BTS song was...
I love this song.
Second Grade. Oh, so good.
눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 또 방아 새는 당겨 cause time flowing fast Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 꿈을 쫓고 내가 잊지 못해 부르네 Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it 난 별로 달라진 게 없어 baby 가요계 2학년 아직도 아시브 baby 마음의 킴만 cause 나는 학년 1등 baby 받았어 신인상도 복도를 돌아다니다 보면 받았을 후배들 인사도 이젠 좀 알 것 같아 리허설도 능숙하게 일러 후배로 생기고 이젠 좀 나로 나가는 것 같아 shit 근데 눈앞에 5, 6년차 선배들 그제야 느끼지 아직 멀기만 한 현주를 대중 선생님들은 작년까진 부담 안 져 고1 학년 신이라며 괜찮다며 나를 앉혀놓고 세상이 얼마나 차가운지 몇 가지 덕목으로 알려주지 선입견 악플 이중 다내 역사 그리고 뭔가 선생님 여기 또 수능이 있나요 1등하면 성공한 가수인가요 그런 것도 좋지만 음악이 하고 싶어요 일단 내 하고 대로 할게 날 좀 냅둬요 Work it out 24시간 Burn it out 불태우는 순간 왼쪽부터 뒤로 오늘은 살아 눈 깜짝할 새이 학년이 돼 또 방아 새는 당겨 cause time flowing fast Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it Still every day Bang it bang it Bang it bang it
Okay, yeah, so this was my choice. This was one of the hardest categories for me to choose one of their older songs that was underrated. But I ended up choosing this one because it's just a whole bop. It's so much fun. It makes me so happy when I listen to it. I can't not dance when I listen to it. And the rappers in this song just completely go off. There are like 3 different styles in one. And they all just completely go for it. Like Namjoon's verse is so like low and sexy, and then Hobie comes in and Yoongi comes in, and they just kill this song. It is so good.
It's just I categorize this song as aggressively fun. Because on the one hand, it's on the attack, and it's just so much fun. It's on the same level as like Attack on Bangtan and Boys with Fun. It's just such. It's songs that you hear and you immediately dance in your living room, jump, like your mood immediately improves. And again, the words are great. And the beats and the flow that keeps changing. It's such a great song.
It's so good, and I really I never hear anyone talk about it again. Like, nobody really talks about this song, and I think it's so good. It's so good. But we'll move on to yours now. So what is your choice for an older song?
So my choice is We On.
This would have made mine.
Hey. Swag. Whatever they say, I'm here for my music. Here for my music, here for my music. Whatever my haters say, I'm real for my music. Real for my music, real for my music. Run, round our rap more, 모든 나의 일부. 또래 래퍼, 지망생들의 질투. 어차피 니들은 보고 싶은 것만 보지. 멍청한 어린 꼰대들 가방끈이 짧아 질투. 네가 귀염을 토할 때 난 기염을 토해. 열등감에 찬져 모두 가게. 이 인형들 또 내 선글라스, 내 헤어스타일, 내 이름 모두를 까내리지. 현실 찐따들의 비극적인 코미디. 턱턱 막히게는 덮쳐 버린 내 랩 좀 텁텁하고 섭섭해도 널 단번에 벙쳐 버리게 이렇게 뻑뻑 한가위가 싫다면서 뻑뻑 머리 긁는 애들의 척척 I know you suck They are fame bitch mania Yeah I'm making them mom Big kick up 방타 손은 단 Yeah I'm making them shine 이런 값을 해내 훌리건 파란 적 없어 홈런은 Yeah bitch wanna be the one Number one yeah the only one 몰라 너는 날 몰라 제발 닥쳐주고 니는 걱정 마 좋아 너보다 앞으로도 그렇게 I promise ya, we own. Give me that real fast. I promise ya, we own. Whatever they say, I'm here for my music. Here for my music, here for my music. Whatever my haters say, I'm real for my music. Real for my music, real for my music. All my haters, 좀 더 욕해줘. 키보드 버리 노력해줘. 그래 그렇게 무시해줘. 네가 틀렸단 걸 증명하는 게 치매예요.
Okay, so on the one hand, this song is like silky smooth. The rap, the chorus, everything about it is just so smooth. And on the other hand, lyric-wise, it's like taking the cipher and all of it and all the solo stuff they did, and you put it all in one song, and this is it.
Yeah.
Because it's even just the start. I'm here for my music. I'm real for my music, and dealing with the hate they got, and all the shit they got from other rappers, from other people. The wordplay in the song is fantastic. It's just, it really is, I think, really underrated. I think very few people actually listen to it, and they should. It's fantastic. I'm so glad that we get to talk about the lyrics of this song very soon.
Me too. And honestly, this is the thing. Like, I think that even if people know this song, a lot of people haven't read the lyrics to this song. And the lyrics to this song are so good. And I just love the fact that it's like, we're on, like, bring it.
Yeah, we're here.
And it's just, I really like this song as well because it's a very old school hip hop vibe. It's very hip hop. And it has that smooth chorus and then those biting rap verses. And it's just the perfect hip hop song. And the lyrics are so fantastic. And yeah, I really love this song.
Yeah, I'm so good. We're going to go on and on about the lyrics for this song.
Yeah, so long. Yeah.
They're so good. Yeah. So
Okay,
this is really, for me, a song that should be talked about more.
I agree. So the next one that we have that we were choosing for is a unit song. So I could not choose between two for this section. So we will listen to both. And the first one that we will listen to is Outro, Love in School.
I just wanna love ya, I just wanna love ya. go 눈을 떠봐도 잠이 들 것만 같아 Oh no no 그려보곤 했어 Every the world 널 다시 내 옆에 둘 것만 같아 아직 늦지 않았다고 내게 말해줘 이게 악몽이라면 나로서 구해줘 잘 봐봐 아직까지 난 너만 기다리는데 I just love you I just wanna love you 아직도 꿈인 것 같아 Oh baby I just wanna love you I just wanna love you 이미 넌 알고 있잖아 Oh baby Oh baby love you girl Oh beautiful girl 아직도 꿈인 것 같아 Oh baby Oh baby love you girl Oh beautiful girl 모든 게 꿈인 것 같아 Oh baby
야 신아야 나랑 사귈래?
눈을 감고 아직 여기 서 있어 사막과 바다 가운데 길을 잃고서 여전히 헤매고 있어 어디로 가야 할지 yeah. 일이 더 많을 줄 몰랐어 가지 못한 길도 갈 수 없는 길도 I never felt this way before 어른이 되려는지 난 너무 어려운 걸 이 길이 맞는지 정말 너무 혼란스러워 Never leave me alone 그래도 믿고 있어 믿기지 않지만 길을 잃는다는 건 그 길을 찾는 방법 Lost my way 쉴 새 없이 몰아치는 거친 빗바람 속에 Lost my way 출구라곤 없는 복잡한 세상 속에 Lost my way Lost my way 수없이 헤매도 난 나의 길을 믿어볼래 Lost my way Found my way Lost my way Found my
So, these two, oh, I love so much. The first one is just such, again, it's a very old school R&B vibe. It's so smooth. It's the type of song that you would imagine like a noughties R&B artist to come out with. And people never talk about this song. And the same with Lost. I feel like most of the rap line unit songs are talked about very often. But when it comes to the vocal line unit songs, there are so many that never get talked about. And I mean, we always talk about kind of House of Cards, that gets talked about quite a lot. And the other one is, I mean, The Truth
Obviously,
Untold.
Truth Untold.
Yeah. But then when it comes to some of them, like Lost, for example, how do people not talk about Lost? It's so damn good, and people never talk about it. The lyrics are amazing, and the song is amazing, the vibe is amazing, and Outro Love in School, honestly, it just makes me feel so happy when I listen to it. I love it so much. Their voices sound so good in it, and yeah, hearts.
I admit Actual Love in School was underrated by me. Like it's not in any of my playlists, I think, and I haven't really, I have, it will change tonight.
You need to re-listen to Outro Love in School.
No, I did. I did.
Oh.
I've been re-listening to it all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah.
I will definitely change and go into my playlist.
Oh
But
my God, yes.
Lost, I always had it. I really love the song. I think this one and Let Me Know and a few others were songs that I didn't really know the songs themselves, but I don't know how they got into my playlist, but I just, even without checking the lyrics, I love the musicality of them so much.
Yeah.
And that chorus, I just loved it so much that it's almost in every one of my playlists.
Mm-hmm. And with Lost,
And I already obviously looked into the lyrics, and I really love that song.
Yeah, I do as well. And there's one line in it especially. I know it off by heart, but I'm going to try and find the exact translation of it, because it's so perfect. Where is it? Let's see. I can't find it, but it's something about. Okay, I found it. But I still want to believe it, though it's hard to believe it, that to lose my way is the way to find my way. So we have to get lost and we have to lose where we're going in order to be able to move forward. And I really just always have loved that. So anyway, let's move on to your unit song, if you think is underrated.
So I had a very hard time choosing the unit song because there's just, I knew I wanted it to be vocal line forward because, like you said, the rap line really is very much appreciated. But I went with the Je m'avoue.
As I've said many times before, the last chorus of Jamais Vu is genius.
It's genius.
지쳐버린 것 같아 너 화가 나 보여 아른대는 게임 over 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 만약 게임이라면 또 로드하면 되겠지만 I guess I gotta deal with this real world. 에이, 차라리 게임이면 좋겠지. 너무 아프니까 I need to heal my medic But I'm another star 완벽하지 못했던 나를 탓해 Breaking my head, breaking my step Always 그저 잘하고 싶었고 깨지고 싶었는데 Please give me a remedy 멈춰버린 심장을 뛰게 해 Remedy 이제 어떻게 해야 해 날 살려줘 다시 기회를 줘 Please give me a remedy a melody 오직 내게만 남겨질 그 memory 이쯤에서 그만하면 꺼버리면 모든 게 다 편해질까 괜찮지만 괜찮지 않아 익숙하다고 혼자 말했지만 늘 처음인 것처럼
And this song, first as a gamer, all the gaming references in this song is just they hit me, all of them. And this song, you talked about it quite extensively about the lyrics and how unique this song is in the first podcast. So guys, check it out if you haven't. And this song is really a turning point in the album, and the way their voices combine, and the lyrics, and the music, it's so soothing to the soul. This song, it makes me feel like I'm getting a hug from someone, and it makes me smile all the time. And I love it. I think we somewhere in between Persona and Home and Microcosmos and Dionysus and all that, it gets lost in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think out of Map of the Soul, Persona, this is the one that is talked about the least. And honestly, I will also admit that this was an underrated song by me for a while. When I first heard it, I didn't like it that much. And I used to kind of skip it after maybe a minute. I would kind of move on. And then when I went back over the lyrics again and I really kind of thought deeply about them, and I realized how creative and amazing the last chorus sounds when we have the kind of muted sound of Hobie in the background, which will forever be one of my favorite choruses off of their entire discography. And I'm a gamer as well, so I love that. And I think as well with this song, it's hard to fully grasp the concept of the lyrics without analyzing it. So it just kind of slipped my notice for a while, but it has come back around and I am no longer underrating it.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to not dwell on it too much. Okay, you can go to the next one.
Yeah, the next one. Actually, I will say what it is first. So the next one that we chose was a remix song, and I had two for this one, so we will play them now. And the first one is I Need You, Urban Mix.
Everything
이렇게 망가져 그만할래 이제 나 안 가져 못하겠어 뭐 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 걸 삼가줘 네가 나한테 이러면 안돼 네가 모든 말은 안돼 진실을 가리고 날 찢어 날 찍고 난 미쳐 다 싫어 전부 가져가 난 네가 그냥 미워 Everything 제발 좀 꺼져 미안해 사랑해 용서해 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 아름다워 I need you girl 너무 차가워 I need you girl I need you girl I need you girl It goes round and round 나와 자꾸 돌아보지 하고 down and down 이쯤 되면 내가 바보지 날 무슨 짓을 해봐도 어쩔 수가 없다고 그러면 내 심장 내 맘 내 가슴인데 왜 말을 안 해 내고 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 또 혼자 말았네 넌 아무 말 안 해 하자봐 내가 잘할게 하늘은 또 파랗게 하늘은 또 파랗게 하늘이 파래서 햇살이 빛나서 내 눈물이 더 잘 보이나 봐왜 나는 너인지 왜 하필 너인지 왜 너를 떠날 수가 없는지 I need you girl 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해 I need you girl 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해 I need you girl 넌 아름다워 I need you girl 너무 차가워 I need you girl I need you girl I need you girl
Because my favorite part of this song is Namjoon's verse, which he changes from a rap into him singing, and I love that part so much. And honestly, I actually prefer this version to the normal I Need You. I really like I Need You because of its significance to like their journey and things like that, but the song isn't my cup of tea normally. But this version of it is so incredible and I adore it, and most people don't even know about it, you know. I know a lot of people don't know about this remix, so yeah, I really love it. But you talk actually.
I completely agree with you. I like this version better than the original. I think the voices really shine, and it's so like it has this quiet feeling that sometimes you prefer it over the louder version.
Mhm.
And I really like this song.
Yeah.
I also like, because we try to keep it to the remix, to limit the amount of songs we're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to add that even though we're not gonna listen to the DNA remix and the Danger remix are definitely underrated and should be listened to.
Yeah, and I mean, I was considering talking about the I Need You Seesaw remix as well, because I also love that. But I ended up going with this one. So my choice for the remix actually kind of sort of changed last minute because I rediscovered on my playlist one I'd forgotten about. And so now I have two of my two choices that I couldn't pick between. So we will play the next one. And that is the Butterfly Prologue remix.
아무것도 생각하지 마. 난 아무 말도 꺼내지도 마. 그냥 내게 웃어줘.
난 아직도 믿기지가 않아 이 모든 게 다 꿈인 것 같아 사라지려 하지 마 yeah. Is it true? Is it true? Yeah, yeah. 너무 아름다워 두려워 Untrue, untrue Yeah, yeah, yeah 곁에 머물러 줄래 내게 약속해 줄래 손대면 날아갈까 부서질까 겁나 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 시간을 멈출래 이 순간이 지나면 없었던 일이 될까 널 잃을까 겁나 겁나 겁나
I mean, I love Butterfly anyway. I really love Butterfly. But this version of Butterfly is so beautiful. Just because of the the levels that it goes through. Like it goes on such a journey of going from one place to another, and their voices are so stripped back and beautiful and emotional, and obviously it makes me think of the BU as well. Somebody was just saying in the chat that we should have a BU episode. We should have a BU series, because honestly I don't think we would get anything done in one episode when it comes to the BU, but we will definitely talk about it one day, because I love the BU. And but yeah, in terms of this song specifically, I just think the remixes are so great, and the way that they are able to change it and give it a completely different feel. And so these two, the I Need You urban mix and the Butterfly Prologue mix, are probably my favorites, and I just adore them so much.
Yeah, I think I really, except for the Make It Right remixes, I love almost all the remixes version of songs.
Yeah, I mean,
Spring Day, DNA, Danger, these two.
there are
all
so many
excellent.
great ones. Yeah, but we will move on. Sorry, excuse me. But we will move on now to your choice of remix.
So mine is not exactly a remix. We placed it there.
It counts.
It counts. So we will be listening to Born Singer.
Big Kid exclusive. I'm a born singer 좀 늦어버린 고백 I swear 언제나 멀기만 했었던 신기루가 눈앞에 있어 I'm a born singer 어쩌면 이른 고백 그래도 너무 행복해 I'm good whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
난 생존 방탄이란 이름으로 선무대 3년 전 첫 무대에 마음을 다시 검문해 여전히 대구촌놈 래퍼와는 다르게 없었지 But 아마추어란 단어 위에 프로란 단어를 더 썼지 그토록 원하던 무대 랩을 하면 춤출 때 아직 살아있음을 느껴 피곤하고 그대출 때 그따위는 견딜만해 내 사람들이 지켜보니까 몸이 아파도 버틸만해 함성들이 밀려오니까 급히 선호의 차이점 아이로가 래퍼 사이경계의 사라도 여전히 내 공책에 라이밍 차있어 대기실과 무대사에선 펜을 들고 가사를 써 이런 내가 니들 눈에는 뭐가 달라졌어 Damn, damn, shit 난 여전해 내가 변했다고? What? 가서 전해 변함없이 본질을 지켜 I'm still rapper man 3년 전과 다름없이 랩하고 노래
I'm a born singer 좀 늦어버린 고백 I swear 언제나 멀기만 했었던 신기루가 눈앞에 있어 I'm a born singer 어쩌면 이른 고백 그래도 너무 행복해 I'm good whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah,
솔직히 두려웠었어 있어 큰 소리 쳐나는데 날 증명한다는 게 팽과책만 하던 내가 이제 세상을 놀래킨다는 게 I don't know 세상에 기대치 와 너무 비대치 할까봐 두려웠어 나를 믿어줬던 모든 사람들을 배신하게 될까봐 무거운 어깨를 펴고 첫 무대에 올라 잘나이 짧은 정적 숨을 골라 내가 지켜봤던 사람들이 이제 날 지켜보고 있네 항상 올려봤던 TV 속 그들이 지금은 내 밑에 손맛등처럼 스칠 틈도 없이 한 번뿐인 연극이 시작돼버렸지 3분 만에 증발한 내 3년의 피디야 비터지는 마이크와 기세 몇십 초일 뿐이었지만 똑똑히 쏟아낸 fucking real 야만이 꿈은 뭐야 나는 랩사가 되는 거야 can't you feel 그리고 내려본 순간 그 함성에 아구리 좀마 무릎표 대신 미소만 말없이 멤버들은 그저 내 어깨를 두드려줬어 꼭 엊그제 같은데 스무 밤이 흘러버렸어 LA the haters hate on me 내가 늘상 해온 일니 내가 기본 올릴 동안 난 내 꿈들을 채웠지 선글라스 헤어스타일 왜 욕하는지 알아 어쨌든 20살에 너보다 잘 나가는 나
I'm a singer 좀 늦어버린 고백 I swear 언제나 멀기만 했었던 신기루가 눈앞에 있어 I'm a born singer 어쩌면 1인 고백 그래도 너무 행복해 I'm good whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that was Born Singer, and 2 hours ago it wasn't on the list, but I texted Billy and said I have to put this on, so we need to make some changes. Because for me, this is the song that made me an ARMY. I don't know how underrated it is. This is the song that made me an ARMY. Not today made me a fan, but Born Singer made me an ARMY. And there's something, the fact that this song came out in 2013, June 2013, when they were just starting out, and they were already, it's not that they're so confident in themselves, but it's them like speaking into existence and the passion in the song and the performance itself with them standing in a circle and first rapping to each other and singing to each other and then turning to the crowd. And actually the original J. Cole song it starts with spinning in circles. So I wonder if that's where it came from, like this idea.
Yeah. I actually really love the original of this as well. I'm a really big J. Cole fan, and yeah, so I really love the original, and I love their version of it so much. The live gets me every time. The words are unbelievable. JK's ad-libs at the end, amazing. It's one of the songs that I would recommend to anyone that wants to know about who BTS are inside. It's so powerful, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's underrated. I think maybe people don't know about it as much, but I really just adore it.
Yeah, I feel like because it's in XLS videos sometimes, and she does use it also as a backup track in some of it. So I'm not sure how exactly underrated it is, but it definitely doesn't get the amount of love it deserves. And it has so much grit and so much fighting spirit and so much pain, like that. Both Yoongi and Namjoon's verses, they have so much pain in them and so much fighting spirit.
Yeah, and I think all of them really kill it in this song. But I would like to give a hats off to Namjoon in this song, because his verse is phenomenal. I think it just blows me away every time. And I think my favorite part of it is when he says, sunglasses hairstyle, I know why you ridicule me. In any case, it's me who's gone further than you at age 20. Yeah. And it's like, oh, it's so good, so good. And when they perform this live,
like him holding on to the mic so hard.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. You know when he's holding the mic like that? You know when he's holding the mic like this, that he is about to just bare his soul on stage, and he does that, and that's why his is my favorite verse out of the three of them on this. And yes, I am also exposing you once more. You have to deal with it.
Yeah. I think their delivery on this song is just so on point.
Yeah, I agree.
Even like Hobie's as well, when he does like that soft, we go like that. It just everything, like the older verses just kill me. And then the ad-libs in the end and the turning of the crowd, it's just...
And when you
It's-
watch this live and you just look into any one of their eyes on that video,
Yeah, you see the unshed tears. It's
yeah,
just...
you see their souls. It's an incredible performance. But anyway, we'll move on now. So our next category was so initially we were just going to do 5. So far we've talked about our 5 with the exceptions of when we might have had 2. But then Omer messaged me earlier today and was like, look, I need another one, so let's add another one. So this category is just anything goes. Everything goes in this category. So again, I could not choose between 2 songs. So.
And it's okay because we both agree on these 2. So
Yeah, we both thought
I was like,
these,
that's fine. We can talk about them.
and I mean they kind of fit together. They're both
They do.
very
They really do.
powerful, emotionally moving, and personal songs.
Personal.
So the first one
Yeah.
that we will be talking about is Move, or Moving On.
에요 수가 3년 전 여기 처음 왔던 때 기억해 왠지 형이랑 나랑 막 치고받고 했던 때 벽지도 화장실도 베란다도 다 파란집 그때 난 여기가 막 되게 넓은 집인 줄 알았지 but 내 연망이 너무 컸어 그리 넓어 보이던 새 집도 위트는 너무 좁아졌어 17평 아우디스 생코 찍찍이 시절 엊그제 같은데 그래 우리도 꽤 많이 컸어 좋은 거 언제나 다 남들의 몫이었고 불투명한 미래 걱정에 항상 몫이었고 여마 시상식 선배 가수를 보며 몸매였고 했던 꾸지란 기억 잊지 말고 딱 넣어두자고 우리의 냄새가 나 여기선 이 향기 잊지 말자 우리가 어디건 울기도 웃기도 많이 했지만 모두 꽤나 아름다웠어 논현동 3층 고마웠어
이사 가자 정들었던 이곳과 안녕 이사 가자 이제는 더 높은 곳으로 텅 빈 방에서 마지막 짐을 들고 나가려다가 잠시 돌아본다 불구했던 시간들아 이제 안녕
3년의 삶 참 짧고도 길었지 많은 일들이 있고 많은 추억의 기억이 막 떠오르곤 해 떠날 때가 되니까 사용해 흔적들 like 동작내어 credit card 좁은 평수만큼 더 점점 있었고 fight right here 치고받기도 몇 번 그래서인지 운전 미운전 쌓이고 쌓여서 먼지 마냥 이제 치워지겠지 처음보다 짐도 늘고 처음보다 내 스스로 가진 것도 늘었어 이제 자부심을 딱 들고 더 큰 세상 큰 꿈을 나 바라보겠어 새 출발 새 시작 어떤 식으로 또 꾸밀지 기대되는 시간 집 나올라 위치 잡아 먼지 닦아 끝나고서는 수고해 짜장면 하나
That was abrupt.
Yeah.
So before we move on to the next one, I chose this because, again, I feel like not many people talk about it, and it's so moving and personal. And when you read the lyrics to this, you can tell it means so much to them. It's basically just talking about them moving out of their dorm, right? Yeah, the dorm.
Yeah.
And moving to a new place and leaving behind all of those memories. And this is where the initial Ayo Sugar comes from, that they repeated in respect, because Namjoon's talking about how they both came in first and lived here first together, and all the memories that they shared. And it's such an emotional but such an uplifting song, I think. And
Yeah.
I really, really just love it a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't they don't reminisce from a bad place. They're like, oh, it used to be so much better. It's like, it's reminiscing about something that leaves you with the warm feeling of what happened there, but you're still moving on to something better, something bigger. So my the song I chose is really, really, really out of left field. It wasn't on anyone else's list, and it's Arilang.
Before we play it, I am going to say I do not know this song, so this will be my first time hearing it.
BTS.
Are you ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
아리랑 나라리요 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다 나를 버리고 가시는 님은 진리도 못 가서 발병난다 나리요 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네 아리랑 우우 아라리가 안 났네 날 따라가거라 날 따라가거라 모정한 우리 님만 날 따라가거라 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네 아리랑 우우 아라리가 안 났네 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다 날 좀 보소 날 좀 보소 날 좀 보소 동지 섰다 꽃 본 듯이 날 좀 보소 아리랑 스리스리랑 아라리가 났네 아리랑 고개로 넘어간다
I think the version was bad. I just want to. Can I say my thoughts before you go into it?
Yeah.
So I've not
I
heard
was gonna
this before.
explain what it is first, but okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I've not heard this before. I'm not sure why I haven't heard this before, but it's underrated by me too, apparently. It sounds like a sort of national anthem that you'd hear a country perform at like the Olympics or something. Like that's the kind of vibe I got. I mean, I really liked Jin on this song. He sounded amazing. But yeah, it's like.
So, to summarize it, according to DK TV, because they did a whole explained video on this song. This is how I found this song, because as a baby ARMY, I didn't know. Like I watched a lot of DK TV explained videos, and one of them was about this, and that's how I discovered this song. And according to them, Arilang is basically a word that summons all Korean emotions into one. And this is a Korean folk song. There's different versions of it. And here BTS combined a few versions and created a verse that's unique to them. So they basically took something that's the most unpop music thing there is, and added their own verse to it and their own twist to it. They performed it at KCON in France, in Paris.
Yeah.
And it's so, I think one of the things that's very special about BTS, because their songs are so personal, is the fact that they teach us about Korean culture and we get so invested in it. And this song is like, for me, one of the highlights of it. So not only is it very fun to hear Korean folk music, that's something that's not really I'm accustomed to, or in any way, not on YouTube, not on the radio. I don't get to hear it anywhere. But it also makes you more invested in the culture itself and getting to know it. And when I was in Busan a few months ago, and I was taking a taxi, and all of a sudden, like Ariran came it was on his music playlist. Not this version, the one of the originals, and I was like, oh, it's Ariran, and he was like, he got so excited, like he was, because it's something so personal to the Korean culture, and to have like people from outside actually knowing it and are familiar with it. I think this is exactly what BTS does. So
Yeah.
I was very interested in putting this in the list, and I think it is underrated. I think most people aren't familiar with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, and I really love that about BTS. We had a bit of a debate between a couple of songs, including My City and Powder Gansan, that we both really loved so much and wanted to put on our list. And part of the reasons I love them so much is because it's really a way of learning about the culture, and I really love that about BTS, that they teach us so many things about Korea that I didn't know anything about Korea, and now I'm much more invested in learning. So I'll definitely go and watch the performance for this one when I get off here. But yeah, great choice. I mean, we're almost out of time, so we will have to move on. And I think that was our last song on the playlist, right?
Yeah. The last is the interlude and outro music.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, those were our lists for this week for underrated songs. Like I said, honestly, it was so difficult that we decided to make categories just so that we could like make it a little bit easier to choose. But there was so many songs that we missed that we couldn't put on.
Yeah.
And if you go to either of our Twitters, there are loads of comments from you guys with your choices of underrated songs. I also just wanted to quickly say that we didn't add any of the Japanese songs because we wanted to add that we just think all Japanese songs are very underrated. Let Go and Lights are two of my favorites. I love them. The lyrics are fantastic and the performances are awesome. So I think most of the Japanese songs are pretty underrated. And we're getting a new one, so that's exciting. Let's not underrate this one, okay, everyone? I mean, I don't think that it's ARMY's necessarily, but they just don't get talked about as much, really, like with Lights, because that was a music video as well. But yeah. Finally, the last point is for us to we had a few honourable mentions that we both wanted to say of ones that almost made our lists. So do you want to go?
So close.
Yeah, so close. Do you want to go first and say your honourable mention?
Yeah, sure. So I have My City, which really almost made the list, and Satori Rap, and Road Path, Let Me Know, Don't Leave Me, Let Go, Hold Me Tight. It almost sounds like a song by itself. Love Maze, Tomorrow, Hip Hop Lover, Heartbeat.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So these were my honourable mentions that almost made my list. Blanket Kick, Hip Hop Lover, Outro Her, I Like It Part 2, Make It Right, Powder Gansan, If I Ruled the World, and Jump. So those ones almost made my list. And
one more thing, I will post a playlist of all the songs we play today. I'll post a link to it, so you can all listen to it.
That sounds like a good idea. So, yeah, let's see what happens. Everyone, stay strong. Everyone, be healthy. Wash your hands, self-isolate, but make sure that you're still giving yourself lots of love and care and reminding yourself that it's okay. And we will be back next week and hope to see you all again. Yeah.